Okay, here we are back in Civilization Beyond Earth, Rising Tide. So, off camera, I went ahead and cut 2 deals with Hutama for civil infrastructure plus 2 health from strategic resources, as well as market deregulation, which makes it easier to get those additional trade routes. You only need 6 pop instead of 10, or is it 7? I'm thinking it's 7, but I can come up here. Let's check Falah. Maybe it needs a turn to kick in. But we'll see next turn whether or not this happens, and if it does work as intended, we should be much better off. If it doesn't, well, then I gotta go break Utama's knees. But in the meantime, we need to build something here at... I'm not even gonna try to pronounce this place, and... +1 science from Xenomass. I have Xenomass here, so that sounds great. We'll go with that one. As for tech... Alien ethics, mind stem, Xeno sanctuary. Okay, this is a wonder, and it's something worth looking into. I have the Xenomass to spare, so I'm going this way. I'll probably build that so I don't have to worry about the aliens as much whenever I decide to go around popping their nests. Sadly, you get this so late that it may not be as helpful, and worst come to worst, it just puts me further in position for a harmony victory. I gain more harmony points, therefore I also get more military strength, there's always that. Anyway, I think I was over here actually blasting said aliens. Okay, that's one of my rippers. That'd be kind of awkward if I shot that. Okay, that's in position. Still would have liked to get a Makara so I can use it as the whole amphibious thing, but oh well. Meanwhile, over here we're still sitting on that. Do I have an explorer? Yes, I have one en route. As for the worker here, I should be able to put up the floatstone quarries, so I'm going to go around and do that. And this one I have around here just keeping an eye on Chungsu, that's the place. His name is Hanjae something or another. I don't know the last part. But we can... I'm going to move the Sea Dragon around this way. And I have a spy waiting for something. We are going to pick off some science. For my missions, what do I have to do for the next... Just covert op 5, or 4 or higher. Build some alien preserves, I'm working on that one. What the? This place has more pop than this one. Well, that's a tad surprising. I have a solar collector here that I'm not using, which I can launch right here. Hoping I did that right. Yeah, it looks fine. I also need to get this guy off my titanium. Still working on the fishery. I need to check out the affinities now that I think about it. Still have a sub over here staying guard on New Babylon. I don't want Palatine to fall apart, so... I need to get a trade route over there ASAP. There we go. So can the trade convoy go amphibious, or only the vessel? I'm not sure, I'm just gonna play it safe and go for the vessel. It's not like the money is really tight at the moment either. Making sure I didn't buy anything here. This very well could be an internal trade route. Whoa! Why do I have 5 here? Not sure. Something about a rudder, so, okay. I can get science from the rudder or make it even easier to move. I'm gonna go for the movement because that's pretty much what I build them for. As for over here, I need 2 more. 1 for here, but there's no quick and easy one. So I think I'm probably best off going for liquidity. That'll amp my production up. Yeah, I'm going for yeah, I'm doing this now after I spent the gold on the units. So I could have saved 240 gold, I believe, by doing that in a different order. And you can see with the new rudder, even though the city is starting to get established, it's fairly mobile. So for Falah, this place, fairly mobile, but we need to start building it up a bit more. In terms of health, this place is capped out, so I actually don't need to rush to build a gene garden. Science and capital would be nice, yes, but there are bigger things for me. One of which I'm thinking is actually just the network. Although the tidal turbine, definitely like the prospect of more money, you know? And I could go ectogenesis, but I think I'd rather go for the defense perimeter so I can start boosting these aquatic cities. That way they're slightly less pitiful. And I can hook this up for the float stones, just I won't actually be able to work the tile for its bonuses. Oh-ho! A Makara at that! Looks like I may just get my wish after all. Should have wished for $1 million. Let's go ahead and get the geothermal hooked up because I may need the ectogenesis pod. As for the marine, we are going to land over here. The tide hunter can sit there. There it goes. Now, I don't have an explorer here, but since they're so cheap now, I'm going to go ahead and buy one. If it dies, it dies. I actually make enough to replace it in 1 turn. That one is still en route. And I think we're good to wrap up this turn. All things considered, I would have liked to have gotten the barrack equivalent from Civ 5. Hopefully it goes without saying, but the advantage that offers... Gonna fortify. The advantage that that would offer could... Wow, 2 turns? I could get some stronger units out more quickly. Agreement cancelled. Duncan Hughes. And he declared war on our buddy Reginaldo. Sadly, all things considered, Hutama's our buddy here with all the deals we have going with him. 17 health. Bonus science, bonus production, reduced intrigue. Okay, quest time. Oh, they changed this. So yeah, the observatories I believe used to give a bonus to the movement of naval units. As of Rising Tide, it looks like they changed that from +2 movement for naval units to +2 orbital coverage. And all things considered, I think I might get more use out of the orbital coverage, even though I'm not really...
Wir verfolgen viele Ziele. Vielleicht kannst du sie noch weiter voranbringen.
Okay. Yeah, don't see her as a threat, so I'll take it. You can see she's down here. Had I actually perceived her as a threat, that would have been a totally different conversation. Anyway, over here we have quite a few things that still need to be built. We're starting with the water refinery to make these tiles even more efficient. Okay, the plankton's up. And do I want to buy the colonist? I said I was going to drop it here, I think, so I could get the xenomass. Would mean I risk going without Firaxite for a good amount of time, but it's a risk I'm willing to take, I think. And I have a feeling before it's all said and done, I'm going to wish I could automate some of this stuff. So we're going to leash the Makara. I'm actually going to cancel that move. Another one. Macro electrons. We also got some food for this place. So the people there won't be hungry, but they'll still be ugly. Nothing I can do about that. Ooh.
You only have to look at the ecosystems outside to get a masterclass in power systems, combat tactics, engineering, applied genetics, interpersonal relationships, and love.
So all of those xenomass tiles give me 2 more xenomass, and then when the other affinities get up high enough, I believe purity is already there, so the unhealth has been reduced even more. So we're all the way up to 21. We're getting bonus culture now. Wow. Okay, I'll send this one to Palatine, whatever. What the hell? I'll look at that in a moment. I should still have other units that need to move. So this one we're going to send to Hekima. Should help this place grow. As for Ard, I would like to keep this internal, so we're going to send this to... Okay, so the recipient... Yeah, the recipient will actually gain more. That's probably why that one is growing so much. I thought it was giving a lot more than it was actually getting, but I guess not. Oh well, no matter. We'll send this one to Aswan Adida. Any city? No. So, we'll send it to the capital, I guess. Gonna pass the turn, I'll see if I can recruit the other Makara to my cause. Then again, when you're leashing them, it's not like you're giving them much option, you know? As for the Makara, you can see they have 28 power. That is as strong as my cruiser. But I was rather fortunate to get that Harmony affinity, since that puts me at level 5. I'm on the verge of leveling up to 6, which should in turn give me new units. And crud, I forgot to look at what this is. Agreement cancelled. Medical Corps, I don't remember that one. And that dragon's toast. Oh, it's hanging on for dear life. So, culture from networks or free networks? We are going the culture route. And I wanted to look at what that cave is. The Beating Heart Society. Build 3 soldiery. What's that one? Occupational hat. Nope. Redact? No. Oh! Okay, yeah. Build an expedition. I don't have any explorers handy. Luckily, they're so cheap I can just crank one out. I'll probably end up suiciding this one somewhere just to get rid of it near the end. Launch complex. Vivarium. Let's grab the Vivarium. And here we... Oh, whoa, 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 cloning plant. How did I not get this one sooner? Terrascape. It looks like they cut down the maintenance cost on this. It used to be 5, or 6, now it's only 5. I guess that helps make it a little bit better, but it's still not that good. Anyway, we'll have the Sea Dragon roaming around looking for a fight. Okay, if that's the quest I think it is, I'm gonna end up buying a soldier next turn. I thought there was something I could excavate over here, but maybe not. Oh well. Actually, I'm gonna have him go over here. Okay, I'm gonna enjoy my new Makara. I mean, we are playing Harmony after all. It'd be tragic if we didn't use the aliens. They're our friends. And as soon as we find a good recipe, they'll be our dinner, too. Whoa, 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 whoa. But first things first. You have to have priorities, you know? I'm gonna take a couple more shots at that siege worm if they'll let me. I'm probably gonna want one more gunboat, I think. That has a defense rating of 40. How does that compare to my... It's on par with my capital. Some of my water states definitely need a little bit of a boost. Still fragile as glass, I'm afraid. Crank out the work barge. Yeah, so Hutama and I are pretty much BFFs here. It'll probably break his heart when I stab him in the back. Missed one. Alien nest discovered. Don't care. Man, why can't I catch a break here? We are going to pillage this. Acidic crystals. That needs to fortify. I'm gonna try to excavate this before I declare war, otherwise that will complicate things a bit. So I don't know if the other civs can see that tile to try to excavate it before me, but right now it's mine. So I can either get a flat 1000 energy, or I can get bonus energy and production from my many, many, many Xenomass wells. So in the event you actually did not have a lot of Xenomass, this is probably the way to go. But since we're playing Harmony and we have so damn many, you can't top that. Not even close. So if you look at my Xenomass, wow. So I get 16 points from these. Well, you can say 14 after maintenance, which is still a colossal amount. I can't see how fast this place is going to grow, but it's going to get up there really, really fast. Petrochemical, I don't think I have any petroleum around here, do I? Well, it gives you trader slots. Is there petroleum here that I'm just not noticing? I don't know. I'm not seeing it, so I'm actually going to step away. I don't want that to be a glitch to cause problems later on down the road or anything. But let's get the defense perimeter up. Aw, the aliens are pissed. How sad. Well, let's make them a little bit more unhappy. But I think for the most part I'm kind of done for trading routes until I can get the new cities up and running. New city, I guess. Yeah, that worker is coming straight here and then back to the titanium after that enhancement. Okay, I can still shoot the siege worm. It's just gonna take forever to kill. So I think this is a permanent +5 healing. Alien preserves. This needs to be on a landmass, or like a land city, I think. I'm going to double check this. Alien preserve. Yeah, it must be in land city, so I can only use 2 of these. So if I were to do this, it'd be a flat +2/+2 science energy, or the general +5, and I think that +5 is going to help me much more because I don't have a lot of land cities. Normally, if you're playing on like a Pangea or something along those lines where you have a lot of land, I'd think differently, but that's not the case here. So, let's go for the xenofuel plant. I need to get my money up for the upcoming war. Oh yeah, since I'm Supremacy level 2, I now have an extra expedition module. Let's grab the defense perimeter. I should probably look into more buildings like that. Let's get the Ectogenesis pod. We'll make our capital as big as we possibly can get it. And since they're pissed off, nothing to lose. We're gonna swing this sea dragon around. Slowly whittling away at the siege worm. And I'm going to jump on here just so that they can't take that from me. Kinda hoping they'll pick the fight. I need expedition modules, so we'll make a quick stop here. IRC is really tempting me here. Thank you, Reginaldo. To show my gratitude, I should probably kill him last. Oh, yes, the Kraken nest. Okay, I'll keep those two units together for safety. That should be getting close to leveling up. And I might be miasma immune by now, I'm not totally sure. I probably should look into miasmic condensers relatively soon so I can start using all of this petroleum and titanium that I have. Petrochemical plant we're staying away from right now. Cloning plant. Right now I'm kind of hoping no one beats me to that siege worm. Cultivate Xenomass for a flat 5 or immediately gain. I'd rather get the flat 5, I think, even though... Let's see, 450 science, that's 3 turns. Yeah, there's no way in hell that would be worth more than 5 Xenomass.
I'm open to the possibilities.
Okay, that's kind of worthless here, but if you want it, by all means, it's yours. Right now I'm kind of waiting for that to heal up. I am going to pop out a new one in a moment. Question is just whether or not I'll be able to start the war in this video or not. Cruiser. I'm hoping the aliens can take a city, otherwise this is going to be a tad awkward. We got a Rossweed artifact, Affinity.
We discarded the booster rockets which got us off Earth. Why shouldn't we discard some of those Earth genes, now that better ones are available?
So we have upgraded Marines. Okay, that's the base. 40% when fighting on their own, or they blow up. Well, clearly I'm using these things on their own, so that should be a tad obvious. And once I upgrade Purity, I can actually go all the... over here for the final level, it looks like. So I can go for +1 movement, or bonus when attacking cities. And since I get a +1 movement anyway, I like... Is this the base? Or is it like... Let me see. Yeah, so I'll move 5 tiles. 5 I think I can get away with. I don't have to worry about 6. Let's get a Screamer. And I said I was going to buy one of those. And in retrospect, I might have wanted to buy that before actually completing that quest, but there was no guarantee that was going to play out the way I was hoping. Can I not... Oh, there's the Screamer. That hits as hard as a Makara, it looks like. Okay. Hostile takeover I passed on because I want to kill. I need the other alien preserve, which we're waiting for. It's gonna take a while for this brawler to get out. Like, right now I'm concerned someone else is hitting it, so I'm gonna pass this turn and see if I can get the execute, since that's the hit that counts. Just like League of Legends, the last hit that means most. We'll move next turn. And where's the miasmic condenser? Here we go. I also need to look at the affinity real quick to see when I become miasma immune. Level 8. So, let's see, this gives me 7 affinity. That's exactly enough to level up. I'll be a little bit short. That doesn't actually give me any. Yeah, so while the strategy is a little sound, there's some tweaking that needs to be done. Suspecting there's a nest down here. No, those tundra tiles are just too worthless in my opinion. No, I'll pass. Gonna hope no one beats me to this. As for this place, in terms of health, it's fine. Let's just grab the Xenomass bathhouse. Dry dock, that'll help me crank out naval units in the event I need them. And the Screamer. That can probably still reach me. I was hoping the two would stand side by side, but it's a little too complicated, I guess. Wait a second. That's a Makara. I need to move that closer. That should be at 88 now. It's gonna need one more turn. And they're coming right at us. So, I'll get a taste of the new war system probably in the next video, since I doubt I'm gonna be able to beat him down in this video.
The golden rule runs across all good ethics. Let's define our neighbor broadly and spread love through the universe. It is inevitable that we will become part of this new world, because you cannot participate in a system without being complicit in it. Embrace your complicity and move to acceptance.
Veterancy achieved here on the Tide Hunter, which is perfect timing to finish off the Siege Worm. This will probably be the last turn. Well, that was quite a bit of culture. So I can go for even more... Earn science equal to 15% of culture. So that'd be a small boost relatively. Like a 10% overall from what I'm at right now. Or I could go for even more production. I don't think I'm going to have many, if any, academies here just due to all the water tile. Let's go civic duty. And actually I'm thinking maybe I should have went for the resources, the gold from resources. But in the meantime, we have to get 7-7 to upgrade this, or 12. Going for the attacking cities bonus because I can totally see myself having to pack these things together to execute stuff. As for the gunner, I think I'd rather use them for the pick-off. Alien domestication, that unlocks the Xeno cavalry. Wait a second. Okay, so I had to take a slight break. As a result, I'm not going to make that the last turn or anything. We're going to stick around for a little bit longer and try to make more progress against the Koreans. So, I don't know what exactly we stole, and I'm not sure how effective espionage is quite yet. Okay, our capital isn't exactly in bad shape. We're going to just keep on trying to poach some science here and there. And transgenics gives you a little bit of everything. Geliopod. Harmony Supremacy Unit. Fragile but deadly melee unit? What? I don't know. I just don't know. But anyway, we're going to go for transgenics for more health. Basically, it's the Promethean, like I was saying I wanted to go for in the first place. As for over here, Xeno Sanctuary, we're going to not take that right now. Well, I have enough to afford this. It's just, I don't think it's really worth all the points you have to put into it. How's this place for health? That's good for health. Let's go for a guy in well. We don't have enough of those. In fact, I don't know if I have any of them. So you do not want to attack a city before it moves, because when it moves, it instantly kills whoever happened to have been there. So if we try to go in now, things will be a tad ugly. And right there I'm just weakening the Ripper so that I don't have to worry about it being a lucky hit in or showing up with allies and causing trouble. Scarab. Let's go over here. So let's see, this would be 1 turn, 2 turns, 3 turns versus... Yeah, this way is actually a little bit better. Emphasis on the little bit part. And the floatstone quarry is complete. Okay, spies are at work. We stole a total of 600 science. Wow. Okay, we got 80 bonus production. That's giving us the ectogenesis pod next turn. The 30 science also is apparently enough to knock this down to 9 turns, I guess, so we can just save a turn. Uh-oh.
I bring forth myself. I shall be the ever-born and the never-dead.
So everyone's impressed, etc., etc., but the important thing is that Ard now has even more food for more growth. This one is actually a tad tempting because any carryover can pay dividends in the long run. Think I may want to go for frugality just to let my stuff grow a little bit more. Ah, she's upset about my wonder. Wow. I'm gonna have to go smash them for that. They totally have it coming. But as for over here, we can... It's the Xeno Nursery, that'll give me science. Passing the turn. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wow, they stick a lot of resources out in the middle of nowhere, don't they? They're dead already. Stop it, man. Okay, the Triton is fully healed. As for Falah, Transcendence. I'm gonna go for the old war archives now that I think about it, since I'm gonna be using those in a moment. Xenodrome, not interested. Xeno Sanctuary. I'm changing everything to old voice archives because we're going to be using these in a moment. As for my cities, this one doesn't actually have its defense perimeter. That's a little too steep. Luckily, this place is out in the middle of nowhere, relatively speaking, so I'm kind of hoping it'll be safe. It's the other ones that I kind of have to worry about. Okay, we have our geothermal well in place. I can now head over to this one, or I could go down for the big one. I think I'd rather go big. Ooh, he has a cutter over here. Grabbing a screamer so I can execute that thing if it doesn't buzz off. As for right here, the floatstone quarry takes a whopping 9 turns. That one's on a mission. So let's come up here and we'll see where we can go from there. So I think he'll kill his own worker if he moves, or the cutter too, if he moves that city before they're out of the way. But at this point we're just waiting for him to move. And he has 52 city strength. That's gonna take some time to cut through. let's send him up here. Didn't see how long it'll take for the Xenomass. Well, but I don't really care. Right now, just taking a look around to see if there are any units that I might want to move the sub in position for, but I think it's going to stay where it is. Yeah. I'm actually going to move these one space closer, that way they can hit the city next turn. Production. Okay, we have our old voice archive. Let's go back for our Xeno Sanctuary. Or wait a second. Actually, I will take the Gene Garden. Agreement cancelled. Hutama. So apparently the KPs actually like military. Go figure. So we have a Makara that came out of nowhere. And to put into context how tough this thing is, you can see my sub has limited effect.
Venga, volvámonos más ricos.
Huh, so he actually fears me, relatively speaking. Right here you can see that he is at a deficit, so he's going to go bankrupt in a couple turns.
Wir verfolgen viele Ziele.
Ah, they really
Vielleicht
like
kannst du sie
me.
noch weiter voranbringen.
I'm open to the possibilities.
저와 협력하신다면
As Adam
큰
Smith
힘이 될
said,
것입니다.
trade is the
What's
lifeblood
ours
of
is yours.
nations.
For a price.
Bienvenido.
We're going to have to pay the KPs a visit soon.